All right, so let's see now. Review on the movie Us.
I'm just stupid, I guess. I don't know.
What happened?
I watched this movie, but I have to be honest with you.
You ain't get it?
No.
Yo,
I watched this whole fucking movie. And I'm like,
what happened? Yeah, you ain't get it either?
fuck this movie.
Yeah, like
You didn't get it?
Here's why, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Explain.
Like through this whole movie,
Also spoilers.
I'm trying to
Obviously.
wee. So I'm watching a movie with the intent of trying to catch everything that's in this movie. I'm not watching it for my enjoyment at this point, where it's like I got to know Bible scriptures and I got to know.
That's
And,
what
that wasn't
that's
that
what I meant to
important.
look up.
That wasn't that important.
Because I don't know what
That
that
wasn't?
was. And I want you sure?
No, it was just basically the Bible scripture was God will set upon you the evil and he will not basically take it back. Like it's not that important.
So
You sure it's not that important?
Nah,
It's
they
sort
trying to
of a
make
lot.
it seem like they put it in there. It has a meaning, but it's not something that you should focus on the whole movie. They put it in there
Well,
because
why was it in
I
there
don't know
like
it.
2 or 3 times?
no, it was in there like
This was
twice.
in there like 5 times.
It was in there twice.
Three.
No, 3
More than that.
times.
It was in there.
It was in there mad times. So it was like when she was at the carnival,
As a little kid.
when he was getting in the ambulance,
dude,
and
and
the
then
fucking
she-
clock in the
room
room,
was
it was like
11:11.
11:11. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is this 11:11 shit mean? I don't know the Bible, nigga. So
Oh, you don't know?
Jezua, Josiah?
Yeah,
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah?
11:11.
So
Basically, God will set upon you the evil, and you will ask for sanctuary or whatever, but He won't take it back because He set up there for a reason. It's meaningful, but it's not. Don't focus on that.
I was trying not to, but
Yeah, but they
kept
keep
popping up
showing
on the
it.
screen. And then
yeah.
the beginning didn't make sense until the end. So
I kind of like how they did that though.
I would like it to make sense maybe midway through, couple minutes through, where it's like they gave you this little tidbit of, there are a bunch of unused underground railroad or passages or whatever. There's thousands of miles
Yeah.
of
A
just
lot of them
unused
have no
shit.
purpose and they don't
A lot
know
of them
why.
have no purpose. So now we get to the end and realize like, oh, this is where they keeping all these cloned people. And then they said some shit in the movie that they didn't fucking explain where it was like, they found a way to copy the body but not the soul. Who the fuck is they?
That's not the right quote.
Yeah, that was
It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape.
Yep.
And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken
That's what I said.
unto them.
That's what I said. He will set evil, and you will ask to deliver us from it, but He won't because He set it upon you for a reason. That I'm not reading it verbatim. I'm reading it from.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck they had to do with the movie.
Yeah.
Well, see, this is one of my fears with Jordan Peele's movies going forward. I feel like you never go full retard. Like, no, seriously, because like I was looking at this, I was like, yo, like if you really think about it, it's really like what you said. None of this makes sense until the end, but it does if you listen to the movie. There's a reason why Lupita's character Red, she's the only one that can speak English.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense at the end, yes.
After the end,
Yeah. That was the point.
But I saw that coming.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
I just
That's
didn't
fine.
know how it was going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that just
Also, like, I don't get, like, where the fuck they came from, dog?
where did they come
Yeah,
from?
that
and
was-
why?
that was
so
one thing that
every
pissed me
human
off.
has a copy that's just living underworld, and it just needed one motherfucker to rise up and say, "Hey, we ain't gonna take this shit no more."
And now everybody's dead now, the whole world?
Yeah, like
Or whole America? And
like
then,
they just going around killing their copies and shit.
and then she was like, who are you? We're Americans. Like, okay, I get that, but like, what does that mean? Like,
You
like,
didn't get that part?
I get it in
No.
a sense where it's
See what I
like we're
we're,
the same as you type
yeah,
of thing.
but, like-
Maybe I'm weird.
like, I get it, but then
explain it to me
maybe-
because
maybe
I
I'm
don't get this shit.
Maybe I'm weird. All right.
It wasn't a bad movie. It was like
Nah, it's just too much
it,
context. You guys,
it
gotta
just
pay
threw
attention.
me
And
for a
what the fuck's
loop.
up, what's up with the rabbits?
The rabbits? Oh,
Really?
follow the red rabbit. Alice in Wonderland. Follow the white rabbit. I said it in the tweet. I said every time the white rabbit come up, pay attention.
But
Every time it come, you remember when
they
Lupita
didn't-
killed herself? You remember when she killed herself and she let out that roar and shit, and she started hugging her son? You see the white rabbit coming across? It tells you to pay attention. Now this is what it is.
okay,
right?
so for you that makes sense.
Huh? Yeah.
But to the rest of the world, do they get that?
no, they don't.
So what conversation did you and Jordan have that you get that?
No, I
Did you help him write? Was this in your dream? In your dream journal? Did you help him write this shit?
I'm already out.
Bobby.
I'm already out there like that. So when I was watching this movie, I kind of understand what it was going through. But at the same time, I could look at it from both sides.
Right.
Like looking at it on some allegory shit, I kind of got it. But I knew people was gonna like this movie. I was like, ugh.
Now,
I hate the movie.
I know.
There's a big divide with like it's like the same as Bird Box, where it's like some people think this shit is trash, some people think this shit is good and genius. I'm in the middle.
Yeah, me too.
Where it was like it was parts where I was bored, but it was parts where I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. That's that. You know, it's kind of picking up. But then it was like, you know, the funny parts were funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
And what happened?
that was one of my big problems.
What, the comedy?
Winston Duke got to relax with the jokes on that movie. Like that shit was throwing me off. I was like, okay,
Why you blaming it on him?
But I'm just saying, like the comedy relief. I see how he was supposed to be like the rail of the movie in the last one, and then Get Out, like the comedy relief. But it's like, yo, come on, man, ain't no time for jokes. Or
he's dad.
He's just an overly joyous father that wanted to take his kids on
dad
vacation.
jokes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell him dad jokes.
Yeah, but all the time, I'm like, yo, like it's not a time for this. I get it, but you just throwing jokes out of nowhere. It's just like, yo, like relax,
Yeah,
man.
you put levity in the situation.
Exactly. You had to find some type of fucking humor in this shit. It was like, yo, these direct copies of us.
Well, the movie kind of threw me for a loop, but it didn't. Like when she sat them all down, and they said, she was like, "Who are you?" And she was like, "We're Americans." I was like, "Okay, that means something." So I'm gonna pay.
What does that mean?
So, huh?
What does that mean?
What does that mean to you?
It's hard to explain. Let me try to explain this shit.
I guess they didn't feel like people. Well, I guess like the
All right,
underground.
you see how culture, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
America has a very dark past of erasing people, cultures, and shit. So when it comes to the Native Americans and, you know, cultural appropriation and shit like that, it kind of gets to, huh?
My stomach wobbling.
Like you know how
Nah, I'm good.
like you know how jazz was originally a black art form.
Yes.
Jazz?
Yeah,
It still is.
well, more white people do it. You know how
Okay.
rock. You know how rock was.
Yeah, rock is a better example because
Yeah.
'cause
I don't know too many.
jazz.
Yeah.
I don't know much about jazz. So I can't say that.
okay.
But rock is. Yeah.
Rock, right?
Yeah.
So now, what is it? Is basically considered a white form, right?
Jazz?
Or
Or
rock,
rock?
rock, rock,
rock.
rock.
But yeah, rock. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what the movie is trying to explain with the tethered is America has a problem where this shit is so fucking hard to explain, man. How do I put this shit in words? America has a problem, like Native Americans, for example, right?
Mhm.
Like you know how, damn it, man, this shit is hard to explain. Like, it's in my head, but it's so hard. Like, damn, how can I get this? All right, the tether, right?
Yes.
Basically, they came up, but they needed somebody who was different. The person who was different was Lupita's character, Red.
Yeah.
So, what happened when they switched her?
Mm-hmm.
Lupita's character rose above
Mm-hmm.
to have a normal life, and the the original, was on the ground.
Right.
So the other tether knew that she was different.
Yeah.
So they basically followed her because they knew that she would lead them out because they were forgotten.
Okay.
And that goes to like America in general, where like America's done some bad shit and they still do shit. But one of the things that America has a problem with erasing people's culture and shit like that and claiming it as their own. As like how I said with the rock and roll and shit, right?
Yeah.
Like now it's a white art form, but black people originated with. And it's like it's other shit. It's like
So basically, you saying
I
that
still don't get. I still don't get the sentence though.
what?
I get what you're saying. I don't get how it correlates to what she said.
Who?
Her about saying we're American. Like I don't get like what is.
We're Americans because
Yeah.
black people are Americans, but we're often forgotten. Like we help build America, but we're still treated as like second class sometimes. So
she's saying that they're the forgotten people.
yeah.
But no one knew about them.
Yeah, I know. They're forgotten.
How can you forget something you never
Never knew about.
Okay, you're paying attention way too hard.
Yeah, it don't. You with me, right? So, I'm trying to figure. Okay,
So where did they come from?
where do they come from?
See, that's the thing. That's the thing that they fucked up on. That was my problem.
Yeah.
I got where he was going with it, but if you'd have had a person
I mean,
that made these motherfuckers,
okay,
Yeah.
So
it would have made more sense.
I get. All right. So when they first broke in the house, right, and Lupita gave that long ass speech talking about everyone has a shadow and this, that, and the third, I was like, all right, something's clicking, but it's just the fact that the beginning, or there's thousands of miles of unused whatever, right, and now there's people underneath the ground, where it originates underneath a beach, and there's rabbits that they have to eat in order to survive, and all they do is copy the people that are on the top of the world.
Yeah.
So basically, they're like mole people.
They're like your shadow.
They're like your shadow.
So they're Sort of. So
doppelganger, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But
they just mimic your movements that you're making up top underground.
But where do they come from?
Where the fuck do they come from?
How,
who's
the first?
Where did they get all those rabbits?
That's something.
Because if they can get the rabbits, why couldn't they get other food?
That's something that I have. That's something I had a problem with, but I excluded it. I was like, okay, they didn't tie that in. I'm gonna let it slide. Because I don't think that...
You can't let shit slide.
Yeah, I know that. But, oh, you telling me that now?
I'm just saying, we can't... Yo, it was a good movie, but okay, so while I was watching it, I was into it. But in retrospect, I just have a lot of questions.
And then they killed everybody just to hold hands?
Well, so they could be seen.
Across America?
So they could be seen.
But did they kill everybody?
No.
Because everyone doppelganger went after their family.
Yeah, they killed every person that was them.
So they killed all Americans?
Yeah.
So...
Well, basically everybody around the world so they can form that.
So did they kill everybody around the world or just America? Because the thing they were showing hands across America, not hands across the world.
Yeah,
so did they go all across America?
It's hands across America.
That's the other thing. Did that happen only in America or did it happen everywhere?
I think it happened... I'm going to say America.
So then why did they kill everybody?
So they can be seen. It's a lot of fucking allegory shit and symbolism so they can be seen. It's kind of like...
Everybody's dead. No one can see nothing.
Yes, they can. Because when you see... What happened at the end when they were showing that big line? You see helicopters. Right?
That's what I'm asking. Did they kill everybody? But not
everybody. I think just everybody in America.
Okay,
like that dumb shit made me ask it. Did you see it?
I think it was just in America.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to. Okay, I'm trying to figure it out because I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying if all the doppelgangers killed their doppelganger, they're all dead.
It's gonna be a war of motherfuckers.
Yeah. I never trusted nobody in Birkenstocks ever again. Anybody with them fucking sandals on, I see I'm not fucking trusting them.
How'd you like the movie as a whole?
I enjoyed the movie.
Not thinking so hard about it. How'd you like the movie as a whole?
I thought it was fine. It was a fine movie, but I'm just
entertainment value. Yeah, it was messaging and.
Yeah, like I watched it and I liked it. And I was like, all right, this is cool. This is obviously not necessarily what I was expecting. And then I think because then I watched the whole movie trying to pay attention to every fucking thing to see like the connections for every fucking thing, and then I was like, yo, I don't even see nothing. Yeah, I don't see this don't make sense. Like except for Lupita stuff, which I kind of figured out.
Yeah, I figured that out.
Like midway after a while, because she's talked.
Yeah,
and then once the other ones was doing shit, but none of them ever fucking talked. I was like,
had like form.
That's gotta be her. Like that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like I kind of saw that coming like way early, which is fine. Which is fine. And that's not even complaining about the movie. It is what it is. It's just like, yo, you could have just came back and killed that bitch and took your life and took your life back. I don't know. Like.
I'm just trying to figure out where everyone came.
And then, like, why when she gave birth, why was her son on fire? Like, why was the kids fucked up?
Where her son?
Yeah, Pluto.
Her son was on fire because
why the fuck is Pluto on fire?
Because you remember on top when the kid kept trying to do the ladder trick.
Yes.
So in the ground, the little kid was playing with the matches.
Okay.
He burned himself.
But
the kid on top couldn't because the lighter fucking didn't work.
I could have swore she said like he was like
born in the fire or something like that.
Yeah, like as a baby he was like born in the fire. He was born in it.
Born in it. Right. Oh, Captain.
So and then she mad because she met her soulmate in the dark and shit. Like I didn't want to meet Abraham. And shit.
Yeah, he's just some nigga that fucked me, and now we have kids.
Yeah, now we have this angry
I don't
daughter
love him, but you love him.
Burned dog kid.
Yeah.
So it's like I
don't know.
Dog, I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, maybe I gotta watch it again. And I'm like,
I gotta see like think pieces on it because whatever the think piece might say,
I'm going with
might have said some shit that I missed.
Yeah, first think piece I read and I'm like, you know what? I agree with you. That's what this movie was about.
But
it's a fine movie.
Yeah, though. it was an okay movie. If you like, I don't like to learn when I'm not in school. So this shit kind of bothered me. I was like, all right, so Jordan Peele got some type of messaging in this, but it was too much shit, and then shit was missing where it didn't connect all the dots. A lot of puzzle pieces was missing for me.
Yeah,
it was just the whole subway shit.
Yeah, I think
that was what
that was just thrown in the beginning, and it was like,
yeah, I think I got too wrapped in that. After a certain point to like
you were paying attention too much.
Because it says that, and then it went to her watching TV, and then we're going to the carnival, and then she wanders off, and then now my daughter don't talk. I need to know why she don't talk, and now she's an adult with kids.
Yeah.
It's like...
And then she having post-traumatic stress because she's like, she's going to come for me.
Yeah, because she forgot. She forgot where she came from.
She forgot. She forgot.
She was so in tune to the world on top that she forgot what she originally was.
Yeah.
No, she said that shit she's reminded of that shit all the time. She said that she said that she feels like something's missing from her like all the time or some shit like that.
Yeah. She didn't figure it out until she killed that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's why she shouted out that growl and some shit like that.
Well, and that's also how I kind of knew that she was the doppelganger version, because when she was a whole bunch of times when she was fighting, she was hitting that kind of the growl talk and stuff like just regular. It was like a little.
But that shit was kind of ill though.
A little extra.
Yo,
the Red was like,
niggas don't give Lupita her things.
Yeah.
On this, when the next award season come around, if y'all don't give Lupita her fucking things,
she was doing work.
We gonna have a problem.
Yeah, because Red was like,
her eyes was watery that whole time.
Yeah.
Dog, I've never seen somebody cry
so
for
much.
2 hours.
oh, just don't blink.
All the time. I don't even know.
That'll dry your eyes out.
Yeah, she was
crying for open. 2 hours, B.
She was hitting every tear, every time,
Everything,
every emotion.
the way she sat in the chair was like,
and just
that shit. Because
no more doppelganger.
Yeah, because it was a thing. You remember she was whistling when she was dying?
Yeah.
That was the last thing she did before she got switched.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was in it. Yeah, and then you remember the spider was on the desk?
Yeah.
That was for the ground Lupita that switched.
Mm-hmm.
That was for to get her to remember. It's a lot of like symbolistic shit that you gotta look forward to. I fucks with it because it was a part where she was like, I should thank you. She's like, because without you, I wouldn't know how to dance. And then she got up and she whipping her ass. They played the fucking 5 on the music. I was like, oh, she about to put the brakes on this bitch.
That shit hard.
I know. When you saw that shit, who knew, nigga?
Yo, who
knew? When you saw that shit way the fuck down. Oh, that shit was fucking.
Now, 1 out of 10, what do you get a movie?
I give it like a 7.
That's fair.
All right. 1 out of 10, Bobby.
I give it like an 8 just for the original idea.
Okay.
Just for the originality of the shit, and Lupita's acting like really boosted that shit up because she was really good.
Do you recommend it?
Not for everybody.
Do you recommend it, Hesh?
Yeah, you gotta see this shit so you can tell me what the fuck I missed. I want you to tell me. I know I'm stupid, and I'm fine with that. I'm sure a lot of shit just went over my head, and I'll watch it again. All of it just went over my head.
I get it, but I can't explain it in words, man. Is it just that if you know how America is. You know America do some shit and then they cover it up like they didn't do it.
That's fine.
I just want to know where the fuck all these people
You have to exclude that because there's
how, nigga?
Because it's like the crux of everything.
Because I thought the same thing, and I was like, all right, if they would have filled that in, this would have been a perfect movie, but they didn't. So you know what?
Yeah.
Let me exclude that.
I can't.
Okay,
why do they just eat rabbits?
Yeah, why are they just eating rabbits?
There has to be someone in control.
Where the fuck did they get the rabbits?
Where the fuck did they
get
the
rabbits? Was down there. Like,
but why?
The rabbits were just down there in cages?
That's the thing.
Who put them in the cages?
That's the thing about it. The rabbit was. See, this is the problem with this movie. Like, this is the problem I have.
Glad we got video.
Like this is the problem with this movie because I feel like they focus more on being symbolic than having the plots connect. Like the rabbits, they were there for, like I told you, like every time you see a rabbit, you got to pay attention because it's the whole Alice in Wonderland following white rabbit.
How do we know that going into the movie?
Well, if you're
that's fine.
You have to be you gotta have your third eye open. Like,
that part, that's part is fine. You see a rabbit.
I gotta get an extra eye to go see this movie. I gotta open my third shits.
Just get open, nigga.
Open your third shit, TN King.
I'm just saying, man.
I get the rabbit thing. Okay, you see rabbits, some wild shit happens. That's cool. That's fine. But why the fuck do they just have a bunch of rabbits? Why don't they have other food? Why do they got beds, but they don't have, I don't know, anything else down there?
Yeah, see, that was my problem with it.
There's stuff where it's like,
they focus too much on being fucking symbolic and having a point across it instead of like being logical and have a. It's like
so basically, my shadow got some feelings too.
Yeah, if you just say like
it's symbolism over logic.
If you say, "Oh, this is a demon world," and fucking the rabbits is fucking demon shit, I'm like, okay, now I get it. Fine, cool. I don't know,
yeah,
but like
we ate food while y'all ate food.
Well, we just ate raw ass rabbits,
raw ass cold rabbits.
But they can get a whole shit ton of scissors. Where did they get the scissors from? Where the fuck they get jumpsuits from?
Who the fuck made the Home Depot run?
Where did they get clothes from? How did they clothes change? How did they get fucking more modern clothes? Like all that shit.
All that shit I'm not getting into because that shit gonna piss me off.
That's my problem with this shit.
Where are they going? Do they have bathrooms? Did they use the bathroom?
Hey, I'm pretty sure when the up top
they got doctors. How the fuck they have babies?
I don't know.
Nah, because she said she cut out herself.
Oh yeah.
The second one, not the first one.
No, she cut the second one out herself. I guess the first one was just like a.
Okay, I mean you got OBYGNs and shit like that, nigga. Nigga, do they have sex? Do they have AIDS down there? They got sex. I mean, like all that shit.
If everyone has a doppelganger, there's an equal on the bottom.
What do they do with the dead? Where do they bury the bodies?
All right, Hesh, no more.
That's what I tell you. Like,
where's the society? It's like they're a society, but not really. But it's like, okay, then where
the movie chose to be symbolic over logic.
So,
that's what it chose to be.
I give this movie like a 6.5. Would I recommend it? No. I wouldn't recommend go seeing it in the theaters. I would wait till it comes on TV. I would recommend watching it in the comfort of your own home so you can rewind shit.
Do they brush their teeth?
That's it.
Do they shower?
You got to open your third shits.
How do they wash their clothes?
To get this movie. And I'm not saying it's whack. I'm not saying it's the best movie of the year, but
why do they only wear one glove?
One glove. One glove.
It left me with a lot of questions. So,
who cuts their hair?
Nobody.
Oh, you see Lupita's shit was fucked up?
Yeah, but it wasn't like grown out. Winston Duke's hair wasn't like a grown out, like you just stopped growing your hair your whole life.
Yeah, I think I had a beard.
The fucking little kid had like the shortcut, like a sizer.
Yeah, she had a.
Don't.
Who does that? So they got barbers?
Don't get into it.
They got barbers.
So,
or is it whenever you cut your hair, their hair just falls off magically?
No.
But then why doesn't the hair look like Lupita's hair?
So Stranger Things trailer.
All right, cool.
Season, yo, because I don't. It's done. Us is done.
Okay.